What is happening, guys? Guess who's back? Start this off by saying it's probably been about 3.5, 4 hours since that Davidoff review. We really enjoy our cigars around here. We're really smoking cigars around here. Just a heads up. As one of my good buddies that I hang out with quite a bit at the lounge that I frequent likes to say, this is a good final. He likes to work his way up. He'll smoke multiple cigars and he likes to end with something heavier or the heaviest of what he's smoking that day. To me, tonight, this is a good final. This is the Padron 1926 number 9 Maduro. This is a special cigar. All the tobaccos that comprise this here cigar are from Nicaragua. First things first, box pressed. This is a gorgeous cigar. I mean, from head to foot, this thing naturally is beautiful. Each one of these cigars is gonna have a number on it branded into the band, and you can see it kind of faintly on the bottom right there. That's to ensure that this here is the real McCoy. Again, I'm in California. This is probably gonna run you about 37 to 40 bucks a pop. Maybe not your everyday smoke, just because it is a bit pricey, but this is definitely one to keep a pair of them singles if you can in your humidor for a very special occasion, or if you just want to bust them out because you got someone special over that will partake with you, great. One thing that stands out to me when I smoke these guys is that there is a single layered cap going on here. I don't know if you can get a good look at that, but it's just one layer. Now, when it comes to something like this, it could be 1, 2, or even triple layered, depending on how they rolled the cigar and how they put the cap on. And when they place the flag, just regardless, 1, 2, or 3 layers on the cap. Using a punch, which something of this stature, I would usually go with a punch, is, to me personally, not the move. The single cap, you run the risk of just the hole kind of exploding into a way bigger hole than you anticipated or were looking for. It kind of could just like bring that cap in with it. And it's just another kind of hoop to jump through. So in order to avoid that, I'm gonna go with, again, the guillotine. Not gonna use the V, almost for the same reason. The cap, I don't wanna pull that cap in with the V. So I'm just gonna take this cap off very lightly with the guillotine. It's about right. Draws great. Yeah, quality. Wow, man. Real rich, leathery, almost like a chocolatey. It's definitely a final, I'll tell you that much. The stature of this cigar is a 6.5, and the ring gauge is a 54. This is the 40th anniversary. Again, when I can, I like that soft flame or a match, cigar match particularly. Just the color of this cigar, I mean, is really appetizing, at least for me. Really is a beautiful cigar. Oh man, and the smell just right away is just so complex, man. Wow, this goes deep. Padron is kind of, to me, a very sophisticated and complex brand for the most part, on average. Their cigars, to me, usually have a lot to say, if you will. And this 1926 number 9 Maduro, so far, is definitely following that outline. The flavor is immense. Wow. I mean, this thing packs an absolute punch. Again, definitely something I would call a final, that's for sure. Real leathery to open up. Yeah, so definitely one of the characteristics of these Padrones. These little box press cigars are an absolute smoke box. I mean, these things just produce the thickest, milkiest kind of level of smoke that you could imagine. Again, not really working too hard to get that level of smoke. I mean, it's pretty effortless. Again, with the leather, I mean, I just can't get off that leather. That is a rich leather. Almost kind of like a cocoa, if you will. Man. Man, this thing is killer. What would I pair something like this with? I would shoot to smoke something like this predominantly if I have a nice steak dinner or something kind of rich, a big meal. In terms of a drink or a spirit, I would probably go with a Chianti. Definitely a port. Definitely a port. In terms of the body on this guy, it's said to be a mid to full body, but personally, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's tilting more towards full. It may just be right on that line between mid and full body. And in terms of strength, I'd say probably about a 3.5, right in there. Almost like a nutty. Man, this thing will keep you guessing here. to me, it's not like in this first third here, anything new is coming into play. It's almost just like I'm identifying more and more in the flavor as I go, which is really interesting and quite pleasant. Wow, it's wow, a toasted kind of. Yeah, man, this is very, very complex. This is a, I told you we were going deep with this one, man. This thing goes deep. Like I said, probably not gonna be your everyday smoke in terms of any time of the day and in terms of cost. But definitely well worth spending a little bit of coin for one of these guys. Like I said, good to have a pair of these in your humidor for a special occasion or a special somebody who comes by. And one of the last things I'll leave you with is, again, the level of smoke. This thing is an absolute smoke box, man. I'm not sure how great you guys can see it because I know this wall is white behind me, but the draw is absolutely effortless. I know that I've had Padrones in the past that maybe didn't draw nearly as well as this number 9. But for the most part, they're always, in a sense, in the business of producing smoke. So this definitely falls into that category for sure. Tell you what, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this cigar. You guys have a blessed rest of the night.